Hello, Year 2. Happy Friday. You are nearly at the end of another week of home learning and you have all been amazing as usual. I hope you've had a good go at today's Flashback 4. Today is Friday, the 22nd of January 2021. So let's have another go at our counting in threes. I've covered another number this time. There's not many numbers left, are there? Okay, are you ready? Starting with 18, 21, 24. Wow, well done. Let's do that again. And off you go. 18, 21, 24. Do you think you remembered all of those numbers? Let's have a look. We always start with 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Wow, well done everybody. So this week we have been practicing our 2 times table and our 5 times table. And today we are going to do one more times table. We're going to use our counting in tens to learn more about the 10 times table. And you did look at this a little bit in year 1. So you will need your home learning book, a pencil, and optional if you would like some small objects to help with your counting. So the first thing we're going to look at is this number square. Here I have a number square. It goes from 0 all the way to 109. And we're going to use this to have a look at the 10 times table. So as always, we start with 0. And I can see here that each row has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 squares on it. So that means that a whole row is worth 10. So my next jump of 10 is going to be the one underneath it. I've skipped 10 numbers. 0, 10. And again, 0, 10, 20. Are you seeing the pattern? Let's start at 0 and count in tens to 100. Are you ready? 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Be really careful when you say those numbers that you are saying 20, 30. If you say 13, that would be this number here with one lot of 10 and 3 ones. And that's not what we want. That is not in our 10 times table. So, can you spot a pattern with the 10 times table? I want you to pause, have a look at the numbers in pink. That is our 10 times table. Can you spot a pattern? Hopefully you spotted that all the numbers in the 10 times table have a 0 in the ones column. They all end in 0. There are no other numbers on this grid that end in 0. They are all highlighted pink in the 10 times table. That also means that they are all even numbers, doesn't it? I've also spotted that the tens column increases by one lot of 10 each time. 1 lot of 10, 2 lots of 10, 3 lots of 10, 4 lots of 10. So there's some really good patterns to help me remember my times table. If I was thinking about this in terms of number sentences, I would have here 0 times 10, 1 times 10, 2 times 10, 3 times 10, and so on. So get your finger ready. I'm going to say a number sentence and I want you to point to the number in pink that you think the answer is. Are you ready? I would like you to point to 2 times 10. Ooh, did you point to 20? Because I have 2 lots of 10. 2 times 10, 10, 20. Get that finger ready. I'd like you to point to 5 times 10. Ooh, hopefully you've landed on 50. 5 times 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Remember, 0 is 0 times 10. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fingers ready. Can you point to 9 times 10? Hopefully you landed on 90. Well done. 2 more. Fingers ready. Can you point to 6 times 10? Ooh, well done. Hopefully you landed on 60. And last one, can you point to 10 times 10? Finger ready? Hopefully you landed on 100. Can you see that even though it's a 3-digit number with a hundreds column, this number here still looks like a 10. So we can still see it's 10 lots of 10. So now we've had a little look at that. Hopefully you can use your counting in tens to work these numbers out. If I asked you to work out 5 times 10, I could use my fingers to count up 5 lots of 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 5 times 10 is 50. Your turn. Can you work out 10 lots of 8? Hopefully you paused and counted on 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I've counted on 8 fingers, 8 jumps. So you get 10 times 8 is 80. What about 12 times 10? Do you think you can keep going past 100? Pause and give it a go. Okay, let's try all together. I'm going to have to count up 12 jumps. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. That pattern is still happening. So my 12 lots of 10, I've got 12 in my tens and hundreds column, and it ends with 0, 1. So the pattern is still the same. I've got my 0, 1s on the end. Ooh. How many lots of 10 would it take you to get to 20? So use your fingers and stop when you get to 20. Hopefully you got 10, 20. I had to count up 2 jumps. 10 times 2 is 20. What about this one? How many jumps do you need to do to get to 50? How many lots of 10 to get to 50? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I've counted 5 jumps. You might have remembered that one from our counting in 5s yesterday. I'm now going to show you how to complete your first task. When you've done that task, there's then also some complete the sentences on Google Classrooms. I'm going to show you now how to make your own multiplication flower. So all I have done to start with your first step is to draw a flower in the middle of my page, and I've given it 10 petals around the outside, and then inside each petal I've drawn a smaller petal. So a flower, 10 petals with 10 smaller petals inside, and I've given it a stem as well. The next thing you do in the middle is you write the times table that you're learning. So we're learning our times 10. So in the middle of your flower, you write times 10. And the inside petal is how many lots of 10 you are trying to find. So just around the middle, I'm going to write the numbers 1 to 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've had to do that 9 upside down, so that's a bit funny looking, that one, isn't it? So numbers 1 to 10 in my inside petal, and then I can start to fill in my flower. So I'm going to start at number 1, and the answer goes out here. So 1 times 10. 1 lot of 10 is 10. So I put the number 10 in the outside petal. Then I move on to the next one. 2 times 10. 2 lots of 10. 10, 20. And I carry on to fill up my whole flower. So for example, when I get to 5 times 10, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, I pop that in the outside. If there's any that you get to and you can't remember your counting in tens, then use a number line or some counters to help you. In the stem, you may notice I've written 0 times 5. Now that is a really important fact to remember. If I have 0, I've got nothing, and I times it by 5, I still have nothing. So imagine I come into school with 5 plates, but in each plate I have 0 cakes. I've got nothing to give you, have I? I've just brought in empty plates. So 0 times 5 is 0. I'd never be that mean. My plates would always have pigs on them. So it's now your turn to go and make a multiplication flower. I've also got some colours ready. I'm going to decorate mine and I'm going to put it up on my wall to help me practice my counting in tens, so that I've always got them there to help me. When you've done that, there is also a complete the number sentence task on Google Classrooms and a challenge for you too. So I hope you have fun and I can't wait to see your multiplication flowers.